Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about spiritual warfare, and more specifically, why does it feel like it increases during certain seasons of our lives? I'm Sabine. If you're new here, welcome. I love to talk about how to have an abundant life with God at the center. So if that interests you, join the family and hit the subscribe button. I was prompted to make this video because I personally have been going through this more and more on a new level. And as I've been seeking God about it, he shared all of this with me, and I figured I would share it with y'all. This is important stuff to remember when you're going through those difficult seasons, when you're facing a lot of opposition. A quick little backstory for you all about how this video came about. I was actually in the process of recording another video. It's going to be a pep talk about what to do when you are facing opposition and spiritual warfare as you're operating in your purpose and moving through life. I started getting into this explanation about sort of why I believe it increases, and then I realized that this should really be a separate video. So that's what I'm doing for y'all right now, just kind of setting this up, explaining it to you. And without further ado, we're going to jump into the clip right now. And this is about basically a 5-minute breakdown of why I believe that spiritual warfare escalates at times and seasons in our life. So let's get into it. You, whoever you are watching this, you were chosen by God. You have a purpose that is unique to you. He wants you to be a part of his plans here in the earth. Ultimately, we all have this kind of longing, this feeling in our hearts, which a lot of people describe as like finding their purpose or pursuing their purpose. But really, truly, it's to be in relationship with him and then to do his work, whatever the purpose is that he assigns us. At the same time, the Bible also makes it very clear that while we are living here on this earth, there are things happening in the spiritual realm, forces that are working either to support us and to affirm us in this belief and in this purpose, or to oppose us and to distract us and pull us away from these things that God has called us to. There's a scripture, Matthew 11:12, and it says, this is Jesus speaking. It says, "Since the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing, and forceful men lay hold of it." We have to forcefully advance, the kingdom of heaven and God's purposes and plans. And then at the same time, there are opposing forces that are also trying to lay hold of the territory, right? So we are advancing to get the ground, and we're resisting the opposition that's also advancing, trying to take territory. And we know that we're not only having this opposition in relation to us moving forward as a collective body for the kingdom of heaven, but it's also in personal relation to you as an individual. In John 10:10, Jesus says this, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly." So this lets you know right then and there is an enemy with an assignment to steal, kill, and destroy these things that, God has placed on your heart, your purpose, your happiness, your joy. So it makes sense that as you are pursuing your purpose, living for God, trying to achieve and ascertain those things that he has shown you, the visions that he's shown you for your life and your purpose, that of course there's going to be opposition. You're going to be met with resistance from the enemy. That means that he's going to try to sabotage you with thoughts that you're unworthy, thoughts that you're gonna mess up, thoughts that you've already messed up so many times, why should you try again? And any other thought that he can use to try to gain territory. But we know that, like I said, we're chosen. We have these faith principles in this scripture that we're gonna delve into now, so we can use these to kind of bolster our faith, to stir ourselves up, and to protect ourselves from these schemes, these plots, these ploys, this foolishness that we're not gonna entertain. And we need to be able to defend ourselves when the enemy tries to knock us off of the pursuit of our purpose. We need to be able to stand our ground, and not only stand our ground, but advance, right? Gain more territory as we move closer and closer and closer to the things that, God is promising us and shown us for our lives. So I hope that video helped you all to understand some of the reasons why spiritual warfare may be increasing in certain seasons of your life, even when you are doing everything that you know to do, you're in your word, and you're focused on your purpose. So definitely understand that it happens to all of us. In my next video, I'm going to have 4 faith mindsets and principles that you guys can hold on to when you are facing that opposition, so you can knock out spiritual warfare and just keep persevering in your purpose. So definitely check that out. I'll have it linked for you both on the screen and in the description below. Some other things that'll be in the description below will be some ways we can keep in touch on social media, other ways you can support my channel, and some other resources and playlists that I think you all will absolutely love. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.